Alright, so hey guys, this is JettaFX. I'm going to be starting something new on this channel. I'm going to be doing a weekly analysis on all the pairs that I trade and share with my free and VIP signal group. By me doing this, this should give you an indication of where my mind is when I share the signals. So let's go ahead and get started here, because I got quite a bit of pairs to go over here. So first of all, I use two indicators. I trade on the 4-hour chart, but I use two indicators. The K2 support and resistance, which shows like the zones that I can mark up, which I could easily do here. And then K2 momentum, which shows bias based on the current market price. So as you can see here, red here, this means that it is a bearish market, which means price is moving in a downwards direction. And when you have a green layout right here, that gives you a bullish bias. As you can see, price continue to move up here before going to consolidation. You can get these indicators from this guy named Sean. He owns a company called K2 Trades. He has his own mentoring and live trading sessions. I will have a link in the description where you can also subscribe to him. But I'm going to go ahead and get started with the chart markups and analysis here. So let's start with Aud, Cad, Aud Cad. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the momentum for right now and mark up these zones here. And as you can see how easily I can mark these zones. Alright, so I'm going to turn off the zone indicators for right now. As you can see now, I have some clear zones of price action. If we zoom out a little bit, you can see that Aud Chf has been in a downwards direction for the past, I say 2 months here. It just continue to go down in price. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw my channel showing the downwards direction. Alright. So now let's go ahead and turn on the K2 momentum. As you can see, the last momentum that we had was a bearish bias, so that meant price continued to go down. So now we have to look at the current candle here. This was on April 2nd, 1 p.m. my time. Now granted, the Forex market closed at 5 p.m. I don't think it logged the last candle here. But when the market opened back on Sunday, it's going to continue here. So price can do these things here. Right now, since we have this bearish bias, price might continue to go down, or it might continue to go sideways like it was doing right here for a little bit, and then may change directions and might bump into this zone here. And if it bumps into this zone here and rejects it, then it's going to go down like this. We just have to wait and see what price does. But right now, like I said, we under this bearish bias here. So it can either go sideways or it can continue to go downwards. My prediction is it's going to continue to go down. This right here was a false breakout. As you can see, it broke past this zone and it decided to make its way back up. And that's where I think I failed at when I sent that. In fact, no, that was another pair. Never mind. And I'll show you that in a second on the false breakout. But it was a false breakout. I think maybe some news here happened. Let's see. Forex Factory. Let's see here. That was March 31st. Let's see what happened on that day. So yeah, that was news as you can see here. AUD had some good news. So that's where the price decided to go shoot back up for a little bit temporarily based off the news. And that's how I lost that's how we lost that trade that I sent out, because I forgot to pay attention to the news. I sent a pending order for a sell for AUD USD. Let me see if I can find it here. Actually, it was AUD CHF. Let me check USD here. Yeah, it was AUD CHF, which I will show you here in a second here, once we get to that pair. But yeah, it was a pending trade that I think I put at the bottom here, because if you look at AUD, also move similar. But yeah, we'll get to that point here. So like I said, let me delete these arrows here. So like I said, right now we're still in this bearish bias, and I think price is going to continue to go down. But before it goes down again, it's going to probably go sideways for a little bit more, or may even continue to go up in price, and then it might bounce off this zone here and may continue in the downwards direction, or it may even just break past this zone and continue to move up. We just have to wait and see. But that's my analysis for AUD CAD. So let's go to Aud Jpy. So I'm gonna turn off the momentum, turn on my zones. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete everything off this chart and start over. Remove drawings. Alright, so let's go ahead and draw up the zones for AUD JPY on the 4 hour. Alright, so we have our zones. Let's go ahead and turn on the momentum. So right now, the last momentum signal was a bullish bias. So that means that price can potentially continue to go up here. It may go past this little zone here, or it may continue to go sideways like it did for a day, pretty much in this little zone right here. It may continue to go sideways when the market opens for a bit before moving up, or it may switch directions and go down here. Now if we get a bearish bias, within the next couple of candles, then I may take a trade down here for a small scalp. It might be maybe, I probably can get like maybe 50 pips. But we have to wait and see if a candle will break below here and I get a bullish, not a bullish, but a bearish bias on the next couple candles that it prints out. So, but as you can see here, Aud Jpy is not a pair that I really trade that much because it moves very, very slow. There's not very big pip movements, I guess you can say, with this pair. So, but like I said, within my next trade, if I do take a trade, I'm gonna repeat one more time, I probably won't take a trade if we get another bearish signal here. I'm gonna take my trade down here for maybe like 50 pips, or if this continues as a bullish bias, then I probably won't take a trade until the price close above this zone right here. So, oh, let me delete that. So I'll take a position up here and go from there within the next zone. And I'm pretty sure if we look on the later charts, I mean on the later time zones, we probably can get another zone here to mark up. Yeah, the next zone probably won't be to up here. So if this continues to be bullish, then I probably can easily get maybe, I'll probably go halfway, because you know, like sometimes when you get like a big area like this, it doesn't always go up here. So I might can just do like go halfway and shoot for maybe like 100 pips easily. So like I said, we just have to wait and see, you know, what the market does next week and go from there. So yeah, that's my zones markup for Aud Jpy and my analysis. So let's go ahead and go to the next pair, Aud Chf. Turn off momentum, turn on my zones, move drawn. So go ahead and start from scratch. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off that, turn on my momentum. As you can see, the last candle momentum signal that we had was bullish. From this pair here, I can tell that based off the pivots high and low, this pair has been going sideways for quite a while now. And I'll draw it here for you. So yeah, it's been going, as you can see, it's going like this here. Let me get my marker tool here to show you, or my brush tool. As you can see, it's going like, oops, going like that. And even in this little point right here, as you can see, from here to here, it's been in the range between these two zones for the past, since March 26th. So for about a week now. Let's see, March 26th. So yeah, it's been in the range for about a week now. So there's no big movement right now. So I probably won't take a trade with this pair until it reach maybe like up here. So if it goes, like I said, we got this current bullish bias. So I won't take no trade until we get past this zone right here. And if it decides to switch into a bearish bias, then I won't take no trade until we get down to this point here. There's nothing to it because it's kind of pointless to trade between these small space between these zones, because if you look at it, it's only maybe about 20 pips between each of these small zones here. Yeah, it's kind of pointless. So I won't be doing too much with this pair here. So let's continue to AUD USD. All right, turn off my momentum. Start over here. Oops. All right, so let's turn off the zones indicator. And from what I can see here, let's see. So since the mid part of March of last month, it's been going in this downward direction. Let's see here. Let me switch back to. Yeah, it's been going in this downward direction here. So let me go ahead and turn on the momentum. So based off the last signal here, this is a bearish bias here. So what I think it's going to do is it may continue to consolidate for a little bit between these two zones here before headed in a downward direction. So it may go here for a little bit, then swing down, or it may consolidate and swing up. But I won't take any signals until we get to this point right here, like if it closed below this point. Now I was tempted, let me see, did I put that as a signal for AUD USD? I think I did that for the VIP. Let me look. Yeah. So I sent out a signal to the VIP group because I saw this right here, this candle right here. I forgot to look at the news. I forgot to pay attention what kind of news was going to show up. But as you can tell, this was March 31st, 2021. This was at 9 p.m. And I forgot to go on Forex Factory and realized there was a retail sales news for AUD. And it came out to be good news, which meant that the price went back up, shot back up. So in this trade, we hit the stop loss. So it didn't go in our favor, which was kind of my fault. So I apologize for that. Next time I need to pay more attention to fundamental analysis. So, and the thing is, I stress that heavily to people that I talk to, that fundamental analysis is just as important to your technical trading. But when you have stuff like this, you just got to make sure that you have a bigger stop loss. And I think with me in this trade here, I only did 55 pips. Even 55 pips was too little for this trade because it shot up. Ooh, let's see. It went well over 90 pips. So sorry about that, guys. If y'all hear that noise, that's somebody car alarm that went off here at my apartment. So sorry about that. Let me see if I can. Okay, we're back. Now that alarm is gone, let's go ahead and continue. So like I said, I won't take no trade until until price actually hit below this point, and I might even wait a little bit to see where if price continues before shooting back up, because this was a false breakout here. And the only reason why it was a false breakout was just based off of news. So now if this turns into a bullish bias, I won't take no trade until we get up into this point right here, like until it breaks above here, because like I said, with these small space in between these zones here, it's kind of pointless just to try to, you know, capture 20 pips. So whereas like if I can go here, take a long up here, I can shoot for maybe about, you know, 50 plus pips. All right, so let's go to the next pair, AUD and Nzd. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the drawings here, turn on my all right, go ahead and draw these zones here. Start from the bottom. In fact, let me see something here. All right, so the reason why I drew this this big box here, because this is the daily resistance zone. There was no other zones above on the 4-hour to draw on. So you have to go, well, with this indicator, I have to go to higher time frames to find a zone. So this is the daily here. Zone. All right, so yeah, this is the daily resistance zone. And normally when price hits the resistance zones, it's gonna bound to go back down, because this is a big box to break to continue to the upside. So let's go back to the 4-hour here. And you can see, yeah, we definitely have our bearish bias here, and price just continue to shoot back down. This right here could have been a nice little sell right here. So I don't think I called this in my signal chat, but could have took the trade right here. Easily could have managed around about 45 pips. And so if next week when the market begins, if it continues to go below this zone, I might take this trade here. I might call this signal here. For about, I'll say about 30 pips. I think it probably can wick down past here. But yeah, if it continues to go down, which I think it will do, starting with this new market week, it's gonna, I'll take this trade here. I'll send this signal here. Or like I said, it might continue to go here, consolidate for a little bit, and it might swing back up. We just have to wait and see. But on Sunday, you know, I usually post the fundamental news ahead during the week. So what I do is I'll show you, for example. So Sunday, April 4th, which is Easter, and to the 9th. This is the only major news that we have this upcoming week here. So do we have anything major for what, AUD? Yeah, so we don't have nothing major for AUD until Tuesday. We have the RBA rate statement and the cash rate. So depending on what happened with news, if it's good news, then market's definitely going to continue to maybe shoot up here for a little bit. But if there's some bad news, then yeah, you can tell that price will continue to head in the downwards direction. But right now we're in a downwards channel. So let me go ahead and delete this real quick. So yeah, that's what market currently looks like right now on the 4-hour in this downwards direction. And like I said, it touched the daily resistance, and it's just going to continue to go down for right now. We just have to wait and see what the news is for AUD on Tuesday, and we'll go from there. But if, like I said, if the next couple candles show a bullish bias, and if it breaks above this zone here, I might take a long up here for maybe like another maybe 45 pips. That's only if news, you know, shows that bullish bias that we need. But like I said, I think the market's going to continue to go down here. And then, like I said, if it continues to go down, I'll take the small little trade right here. Oops. Yeah, I'll take that little 30 pip move right here. And I won't take another trade with AUD Nzd until it reaches below this zone here. And let me see if there's any zones on the higher time frames here. In fact, there's a little blockage right there. In fact, I'll probably take like a maybe a, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and draw that zone right here. So yeah, if it breaks below this zone right here, I'll probably take it for a 60 pip move here. So like I said, we'll wait and see what the market does. So let's go to CAD JPY. All right, so right now it's the last candle momentum signal is a bearish bias. So we believe that price is going to continue to go in the downwards direction, and if it continues to go down, then I'll probably take the sell here Even though that's like a 140 pip move here, I'll probably take it at like 100 pips, because like I said, not all the time our price will go down that far. Like I said, we have to wait and see. And as you can see, there was a little bit of irregular movements right here. So like I said, it might do the same thing at this point. So as you can see, since the early part of March, if we draw our channel here, it's been moving sideways here at this point. So it's been going up and down, up, and now it might potentially go down to this point here again at the zone. Like I said, we have to wait and play out. But the good news with this though is, even though it's going in a range, this movement here is pretty big. So like I said, let's do the replay on this one right here. All right. So we have this bullish bias right here, but we're not going to take it to trade until price breaks above this zone right here, this zone. So let's play. And as you can see, price breaks above this zone right here. So we go in for the long. Boom. And we want to target. Like I said, I try not to go over 100 pips, because sometimes you never know what price is going to do. So the player safe, 100 to 100, 1 to 1 when it comes to these K2 strategy. Right. So if we continue, as you can see, we hit full TP easily. So like I said, in between this zone right here, there are big pip movements. We're talking about easily 150 pip movements in this big zone right here. Space in between this zone right here. So like I said, let me close out of this. With this bearish bias, I think the price is going to continue to go down and then play in this zone, in between these zones again. But who knows? We don't know yet. Like I said, with the news, when it comes to CAD, like the really big major news won't be until April 9th on Friday, which is the employment change and employment rate for Canadian dollar. And so we'll see. If there's good news, then I think price gonna probably definitely shoot past this zone right here and go to the upside. And let's see where the next zone is. Yeah, so the next zone is not until up here, and that's a monthly resistance area right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and type that in. Yeah, so the monthly resistance zones, and it is around 90, 90.5. So if we look back on the 4 hour, yeah, that's the monthly resistance area right here. And if it does break above this zone here, as you can see, it's playing around this little area right here. I would be cautious about taking a long, because we don't know just yet what it's going to do based off the zones that we have drawn up here. So I'm not going to take a trade until there's an official bullish bias signal, and it's well above the zone. But if that does happen, then you can easily play up to almost 200 pips. So let's go to the next pair, CAD CHF. So for CAD CHF, it's been going in this uptrend since late March. So if we draw our parallel channel, as you can see here, boom. And for the past week or so, it's been consolidating. As you can see, it's going in this sideways movement here. So let's go ahead and turn on our momentum. Right now, yeah, you can see here with this irregular movements here that is going sideways. So this is what I think it's going to do. If there's good news for CAD on Wednesday or even Friday, by the end of the week, it's probably going to continue to shoot up here. Now, if we get another bullish momentum signal here, I probably might send a signal here, but I'll probably be kind of cautious though, because like I said, it's still moving sideways in this zone here, in between these two zones here. But if it does go up, that's a nice little 70 pip move, or I might even just wait until it breaks above this zone here, which I highly doubt is going to do, because it's a weekly resistance area, and most time when it hits the weekly or the monthly resistance areas, it's going to reverse. So we have to wait and see what price is going to do this upcoming week here. So that's my analysis on CAD CHF. Let's go to CHF Jpy. All right, so since late March, has been going up in the upwards momentum direction. Then during NFP week, it's just been going sideways, as you can see here, and playing up on this zone area right here. Let's go ahead and turn the M2, the K2 momentum. You can see we have a bullish bias, but I probably won't take no trade until we break above this zone right here. Because like I said, I don't want to take any trades in these zones right here. But like I said, price may continue to go up, and it may reverse on us and go in a downward direction, or it might even consolidate, go down for a little bit and just consolidate in between these two zones right here. But I probably won't take no trade if we're in the bearish bias until we reach down here. So let's go to Euro USD, move drawings. All right, so Euro USD has been going in a downtrend since March and like the mid part of March. So let me go ahead and draw this channel right here, downwards channel. And so let's turn on our momentum. And right now we have a bullish bias. So price is probably going to continue to move up and touch this zone right here. And it may continue past the zone to the upside. But with this channel that we have right here, I don't think that's going to happen. It's just going to continue to play downwards. And like I said, if it breaks past this zone right here, then I'm going to go ahead and take a sell. Let me see where the next zone is. So this is a weekly resistance zone. So yeah, if it breaks below this zone and continue down, I'll probably just take a trade here. And this is easily maybe a 50 pip move. Like I said, we just have to wait and see. Euro JPY. All right, so currently the market is moving upwards in an upwards trend. As you can see here, turn on the momentum. As you can see, we have a bullish bias. And so if price breaks above this zone right here and continues to the upside, I'm going to take a trade. Take a long up here. Let me see where the next zone is. 8 hour, daily, weekly. Yeah, so this is the weekly resistance zone. Hold on, let me go back. I think I made an error. Go back. This was supposed to be a weekly support zone, not weekly resistance. I'm sorry. Because one thing we have to know is, oh, where did I go? Yeah, so one thing to know on the support is the floor and the resistance is the roof. When you think of trading. Like support would be the floor of your house, and resistance will be the roof of your house or the ceiling of your house. So sorry for that mix up. So yeah, like I said, I won't take no trade until we break past this zone right here. And like I said, we can easily shoot up for 150 plus pips until we touch the weekly resistance zone. So I think it's going to continue to move up during the upcoming week like that. But like I said, we have to wait and see, how the market plays out, especially with news. We don't really have any major Euro or JPY news, but anything can happen in the world, and that alone can influence price. So, all right, Euro GBP. All right, so Euro GBP is right now it's playing in the weekly support zone. It's consolidating in this zone right here. It's ton of momentum. We had a bearish bias for quite a while now, since March 24th, and price just been going down, 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 down. Being that it's in the weekly support zone, this bias may change and go up to the upside. I don't know just yet with this pair what it's gonna do. And like I said, Euro GBP is very unpredictable. As you can see, it's from the previous weeks. It's just been playing inside of this zone here. And so, like I said, I'm really unsure. But if price does reverse, I probably want to take a trade up until this point right here. I can easily get maybe like 40 pips, 35 to maybe 45 pips in this zone area right here. All right. And most of the Euro, like pairs like Euro GBP and Euro CHF, I really don't trade that much because just look at this movement right here. It's so unpredictable. And you get a lot of sideways movement with these pairs. But I still like to do analysis on them and share with the community on my thoughts. So yeah, with this pair, it's just unpredictable. You can tell it's consolidating here, and it's consolidating pretty heavily. Right now, it's in a bearish bias. So if price does decide to go below this zone right here, I probably might take a little scalp. Not gonna really get my hopes up with this pair. Like I said, I'll take that short right here. In fact, you know what? I might not even waste my time with this. This is just only 20 pips. So, but if price decides to switch into a bullish bias and it breaks past this zone right here, let's see here. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time because the 8 hour zone is right here, and like I said, it'd be kind of pointless. So I'm not gonna waste my time with this pair, looking at this pair for right now until things settle, because like I said, since for about a whole month it's just been moving irregular. So yeah, so let's continue to Eurocad. All right, so for Eurocad, it's been moving in a downwards direction for quite a while now, almost a month. As you can see here, and right now, being that it's been doing that for quite a while, right now it's going into consolidation right now. As you can see, it's sideways right here. In fact, yeah, it's been going in consolidation. So if we turn on the momentum, now we get a bullish bias, and price is going to probably continue to move up until it touches this zone right here. Now it may do one of two things. It may touch this zone right here and then continue to the downside like it was already doing, or it might just reverse on us and continue to go up. Let's see here. All right, so if it breaks past this zone right here, I may go in for a trade for a long position, because that's a good 100+ pips that I can aim for. And I don't think Euro is gonna drop more, but I don't know just yet. We have to wait and see. Like I said, there's some major CAD news, and like I said, if there's bad news for CAD, then price is definitely gonna shoot up. So like I said, we have to wait and see how news play out this upcoming week. So let's go to Euro NZD. All right, so for Euro NZD, we go ahead and draw our zones. Let's see. All right, so this is a pair I don't really trade much. As you can see from the previous weeks, price just consolidated here for a little bit, from this zone down to this zone, and it shot up. It shot up briefly. Now it's in a downtrend. And it's been in this downtrend now for several weeks now, maybe a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks now. Let's turn on the momentum. Right now we still have this bearish bias right here. So I won't take no trade until, let me see here. Yeah, I won't take no trade until we get down into this area right here. Like I said, if it breaks underneath this zone right here, I'll take this short. for maybe like a 60 pip move. And then if it decides to break past this zone right here, then I might take another short. And this is a 100+ pip move here. So like I said, we have to wait and see how it plays out. There's no major news for the euro this week. Let me see about NZD. No big news for NZD either. So I think price may continue to go in the downward direction for a little bit. Or it might even consolidate in this little zone right here for a little bit. Like I said, market's been kind of slow for the past several weeks now, and so we don't know how the market's gonna play out. So we have to see. All right, so Euro AUD. Remove the drawings here. Turn off the momentum signals. All right, so for this pair here, Euro AUD, for the half of March, it went in this downtrend. Then price reversed and shot up. Then it reversed, went down in this downtrend. Then it reversed and went up. And now it's going back down. And it's just consolidating at this point for right now. So it looks like price is, let's see. Let's turn on the momentum here. So right now it's still in the bullish bias. So if it breaks past this zone here, then I'll take my long up here. And let's see where the next zone will be at on the higher time frame. Actually right here. And this is based off the 8-hour. So in fact, you know what? I'm not even gonna take a trade right here. Nah, I wouldn't take no trade. Let me look at another zone on the 8-hour. The next one won't be till up here. Okay. So I won't take no long until we get up here. If it does continue to be a bullish bias, you can easily get over 100 pips with this. But price may continue to consolidate for a little bit, and then it might reverse on us, and it might go down. So I probably won't take no trade if there's a bearish bias until underneath this zone right here. And if that does happen, then I probably can take this trade right here, this short here, for about 70 pips. So we just have to wait and see. Like I said, with the upcoming importance of the AUD news that's coming up, that's gonna affect this pair a lot this week. So we just have to see. I might not even attempt to maybe trade this pair this week. So just based on the news, all this upcoming major AUD news coming up. So we have to see. All right, so Gbp Jpy, one of my favorite pairs to trade. So if you look at Gbp Jpy, it's been moving in this uptrend since since December of last year, and it's still moving up. As you can see, I could draw this big channel to the upside, just like that. Big channel here that we have here to the upside. And if we turn on our momentum to see our current bias, and it's still showing bullish, So I think price is going to continue this week to the upside. There's really no major GBP or JPY news this upcoming week. So like I said, I think price is going to continue to play out to the upside. And JPY just been hella bearish lately with many pairs. So I really think that GBP is going to continue to be strong. So let's see where the next zone going to be at based off the higher time frames. Yeah, so we have, you know what, it may, let me see. Okay, so we are approaching a monthly resistance zone area. So let's take our price is probably gonna go up here, and it's definitely probably most likely 90%, maybe 80% of the time it's gonna bounce back down and just reverse on us. I don't know, because it's a very slim chance that price is gonna break past this monthly resistance zone, but we just have to wait and see how the market plays out. But to be honest, if price continues to show this bullish bias, I probably might take a trade here within this upcoming week, and maybe target maybe about 100 pips, because I don't want to take it all the way up here and price just decides to flip on us. So I probably might take a trade this upcoming week on Gbp Jpy. So we have to wait and see. All right, so Gbp Aud. So Gbp Jpy, Gbp Aud has been going in this uptrend for quite a little bit since last month. For our bias, current bias, there's a bearish bias. So I don't think it's gonna stay in this bearish bias for long. But with the upcoming AUD news, this pair is gonna be affected pretty heavily. So if there's bad news for the AUD, then price is going to continue to go to the upside. But if there's good news for AUD, I think price is probably going to continue to go down. So, or not continue to go down, it's going to switch to the downside. I'm probably going to wait out on news before trading this pair. But if it continues to go to the upside, then we can expect daily resistance zone right here. Price is probably going to like bounce off this daily resistance zone like it did right here. But or better yet, it might just even consolidate right here within this next week here until that AUD news come out. Because like I said, the major AUD news is not until Tuesday, and then the next wave of AUD news is on Thursday. So yeah, it might just bounce for a little bit until the AUD news come out, and then it'll probably make its decision on which direction it wants to head to, whether that's to the upside or to the downside, or it may just continue to consolidate. So GBP Nzd. All right, so GBP Nzd has been going to the upside for a little bit. As you can see here. And for the current bias, there's a bullish bias, so price may continue to go to the upside here this upcoming week. Let's see where the next zone is. Oh, so we have a daily resistance zone right here, and it already previously touched it, kind of wicked already, as you can see. So if you look back on the 4 hour here, let me type daily. We have a daily resistance zone. And so price may continue to bounce between these two zones right here before making a decision to continue to the upside. But right now it's trying to figure out right now it's just trying to figure out what it's want to do, if it's want to continue to the upside or it may reverse and head to the downwards area. So I might not touch this pair too much this week, upcoming week. But if it decides to break past this daily resistance zone, then I'll probably take a trade, because the next zone probably won't be until the weekly, which is probably up here, the weekly zone. Let's go back to the 4 hour. Yeah, I probably won't take another trade until we go up to this point here, and I can just boom. That's like a 200 pip move, so I highly doubt it's gonna do it, but we just have to wait and see. So GBP USD, drawings. All right, so GBP USD. So a while back, it was in a range between these two zones here, between here and here. Then it decided to go in a downwards direction from here to here, and now price decided to, back in late March, decided to go back up, shoot back up. So as you can see here, in this upwards direction. And so for our current bias, we have a bullish bias, and I probably won't take no trade until we get above this zone right here, because this is an easy easy, maybe 80 pip move. If you look at previous trades or previous buys, as you can see here, based off this bias right here, you could have went in for this buy. In fact, I probably wouldn't have done that. What I probably would have done was, yeah, I probably wouldn't have went for this trade just yet. I probably would have just took the trade right here, let it retest this zone right here, which it did, and I probably went for the buy from right here down here, and could have easily got this 80 pip move. Like I said, this happened a while back, so. But like I said, for this upcoming week with GBP USD, there's no really major. Well, yeah, actually there is major USD news. Chair Powell speaks on Thursday, and then we had the ISM Services PMI on Monday. So we just have to wait and see what the news does to the GBP USD pair. If there's bad news, then definitely the GBP will be stronger, so it's going to continue to the upside. But if there's some good USD news, then the GBP USD pair is going to head to the downwards direction. And if that happens, I may take this short down here. This is like a 50 pip move here, so you have to wait and see with GBP USD. So Gbp Cad, move drawings. Excuse me. So for Gbp Cad, it's been moving kind of irregular lately. As you can see, this sideways movement that we have here. Let me get out the brush tool here. Yeah, this sideways movement been looking kind of messy lately. So when it comes to Gbp Cad, our last bias that we had was a bullish bias, and to be honest, nah, it's not worth it. Nah, never mind. I thought that can be a potential trade setup between these two zones right here, but nah, that's too little of an area. Let me draw my next zone up here. Okay, yeah, so if price breaks above this zone right here, I probably might go in for the trade right here. But that's only if it continues to go to the upside here. Now, let me see if there's any CAD news. Yeah, like I said, there's major CAD news, but that's not until like Wednesday and Friday. Now, if there's bad CAD news, then GBP is going to continue to go up. If there's good CAD news, then the GBP probably is going to weaken and go down here. Let's see where the next zone is for the bottom. Yeah, not until down here. So yeah, if price tends to break below the zone and peak below the zone here, I might go in for this sell. But like I said, that's only if the price decides to reverse and I have a bearish bias. based off this indicator. So let's continue the Gbp Chf. All right, so when I have big zones in between each other with the little spacing like that, I already know that this pair is not worth trading. As you can tell, yeah, it's going in this upwards movement right here. Let me show you the parallel channel right here. Yeah, it's going in this upwards movement, and with the current momentum bias, there's still bullish bias, so it may continue to go up here, but like I said, there's been a whole lot of just false signals, as you can see here. There's a false signal right here. It gave us that bullish bias, then it quickly shot back up, went from bearish to bullish quickly. So like I said, it's a whole lot of false signals. So this is one of the pairs I don't really trade as much, but when I see a good setup, then I definitely share with my free and VIP signals chat. Let's see where the next zone is to the upside. And as you can see here, if you look at the weekly, it already wicked off this zone right here. So I kind of doubt that it's going to continue to go up to this zone here. But we have to see. We have to wait and see. Let me go ahead and plot that real quick. And as you can see on the 4-hour, you see it's just continuously wicking this area right here. And that's what the wick I was talking about on that weekly right here. With that zone right here, that weekly zone right here. And like I said, the next weekly zone is here. So I don't know if it's going to continue to the upside here, but we do have that bullish bias. But if it do, that's a nice little pip movement there, like 80 pips. But I'm not going to go and I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna give a signal on that. I just I just watch it from the sidelines and let it play out. So, all right. So Nzd Usd. All right, so for Nzd USD, currently we have a bullish momentum signal. I'm not gonna take no trades with this right now, because this right here is only it's 60 pips, but based off this right here, I don't know just yet. I don't know. I'm still going to wait until it fully breaks above this zone right here before I make my decision on whether I want to take a long position. Because right now it's just playing on this little small zone right here, and I don't trust that right now. I don't trust to take a trade right now. But like I said, if it breaks above here, as you can see right here on this counter right here, it broke above, but after that it just decided to play in this little area right here. So I don't know just yet. But if it reverses here If it goes to the downside, let's see what the next support zone is. Well, that's the daily support area. Let me see something real quick. If I do it like that, let me look back on the 4 hour. Yeah, so price is playing on that daily support right here. So most likely it's probably going to continue to the upside. And maybe sometime this week I may take a trade on Nzd. But I'm going to be, let's see. I'm going to be cautious with that because, you know, USD got some major news this week. Like I said, we had the FOMC meeting. And then we have Federal Chair Powell speaking. So I don't know just yet. I don't know. I'll probably wait out on that pair. So let's continue here. Ncd Jpy. Alright, so for Ncd Jpy, if we draw this channel right here, you see it's continuing to the upside here. And it's been doing that for quite a bit, you know, for maybe like 2 weeks now, almost. Or actually a week. 2 weeks. So right now we have this current bullish bias. So if price breaks above this zone right here, let's see. I don't know. I might take this trade up in this area right here. But if this is a might right here. But if it breaks above this zone right here, definitely going in for a trade. Let's see what the next zone is up here. Oh wow. Oops. Oh, no wonder I couldn't see it. I didn't have my. What's that? So this big box right here is the monthly resistance area. If it breaks above here, definitely, I'm gonna go in for that long, cause that's another almost 200 pips up into that area. But like I said, I normally max out at 100 pips, you know, just to be on the safe side. So I'll just go like halfway here. But I don't know if it'll reach up to that point just yet. Even though there's not really no major Ncd Jpy news. We just have to wait and see how it plays out. Alright, Ncd Chf. So same thing with Ncd Chf is going in this uptrend here. And it's been going in this uptrend since last month. And so if we turn on our current momentum here, there's a bullish bias, so price should continue to the upside. I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself. Yeah, that's what happens when you try to talk fast and try to complete this video as fast as possible. But it should continue to the upside here, and I probably won't take no trade until we break above this point right here, cause it's not too many pips between these zones here. That's only what, 16 pips right there, 15 pips, and like 20 pips right here. So I probably won't take a long until we get up here. And the next weekly resistance area is up here. So let's go back to the 4-hour. So if that does happen, which I don't think it'll go up that far, because that's a big area. Big area. It looks big, but it's like over 100 pips. But I don't know if it'll continue up there. I probably might just do like half of that if it breaks above. Because if you look back in time, price went up here and then it just shot back down. Let's go to the daily. And the last time it been in this area was back in 2019. So I don't know if it'll play out. It might play out. We have to wait and see. Because the CHF pair, I think, has been kind of weak lately. But like I said, as you can see here, it tried to break above here, but it didn't play out pretty good. So it shot back down, and it consolidated in this area for a little bit, shot down, and now it's trying to go back up. So this pair is one of those pairs I really don't trade that much either. So Nzd Cad. All right, so Nzd Cad, it was in this apparent uptrend several months ago. Shot all the way up here. Then it reversed. And since February, it's been in this downtrend. So if we draw our parallel channel from here to here, boom, boom, right? And so if we look at our current bias, there's a bullish signal. Now, I don't know, price may reverse this week. Like I said, we do have that major CAD news, so this pair is going to be affected kind of heavily. If there's good CAD news, then price definitely is not going to stay in a bullish bias for long. It's going to continue to the downside. But if there's bad CAD news, then this bullish bias may continue and reverse to the upside. But like I said, I don't think it's going to do any major movement until that CAD news come out later this week. So it's probably just going to consolidate for a little bit until that news come out. So let's go to USD Cad. All right, so for USD Cad, back in March, shot up, and then in late March up until now, it's just been consolidating, as you can see here. But now we have this bearish bias, so price may continue to go to the downside here. But like I said, we have some major USD and CAD news, so we just have to wait and see what this news does to this pair this week. As you can see, on March 31st, it broke this zone right here. Let me turn this off. It broke this zone right here, so I could have went in for the sell. I didn't mess with this pair, I don't think, last during that week. Could have went in for the sell and maybe capture a couple pips here. You know, take some partial profits. But like I said, with the news that's going on with the USD, it kind of just, you know, changes everything, especially when you have you know, Biden. If you go to cnbc.com, you have Biden doing a lot of things, such as I heard something that he want to bring in a $3 trillion package where I think he's working on the roads or something, like transportation. Let me see. Yeah, the 2.3 trillion infrastructure plan. Basically, you know, he wants to work on more than just roads and bridges. He just want to help modernize, I guess, the highways and roads and all kinds of stuff, the airports and public transit systems. So with this continuous spending, it's going to affect the markets. It's definitely going to affect the markets, you know. So the USD Jpy. Let's remove this. All right, so like I said, on JPY has been hella weak lately. Actually, for a while now. USD Jpy has just been going in this constant uptrend since February. And even though there's a bearish bias, I don't think it's going to stay bearish, stay in this bias for too long. Let me see where the next zone is. Oh yeah, the next weekly zone is up here, and so what I think it might do is just continue to the upside until it breaks. Well, it's probably not gonna break the weekly resistance. Probably might bounce off of it. So it just go up like that, and then it may reverse until it gets back down here, and it may even just consolidate for a little bit until it decides it wants to break below here, or even break that weekly resistance zone. So. And like I said, there's major USD news. So if there's good USD news, then for sure it's going to continue to the upside and possibly break that weekly resistance zone area. So I'm gonna wait and see what news the U.S. news do to this pair this week. So I'll keep y'all posted in the signals chat. So USD CHF. So this is the last pair, and then I'll end this video. So USD CHF, this pair has been going in the uptrend since late March. And with our current bias, we have a bearish bias. But like I said before, with USD news, if there's good USD news later this week, then this pair is going to continuously go up until we hit that next zone, which will be up here. Yeah, so yeah, if there's another bullish bias signal that pops up here within the next few days, then I might take a trade. I might take a trade up into this zone right here. Yeah. So yeah, I'll wait and see what happens with that. So alright, that concludes this week's analysis video. Like I said, this is my first time ever making this video, so hopefully next time I'll do less stuttering. Like I said, I'm just trying to get comfortable with this, and hopefully I can stop talking fast, but I just want to go ahead and complete the video as fast as possible. YouTube with their limits and whatnot. So alright, so like I said, I will post a link to the free signals chat that I have, and I will also post a link to K2 Trades YouTube channel. So like I said, if you're interested in his indicators, he can guide you on how to purchase his indicators and course and whatnot, on how to take trades and whatnot. So alright guys, y'all have a good day.